And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. Let's get to the five-finger discount, will we? New data from LendingTree reveals a staggering trend. 27% of self-checkout shoppers admit to taking items without scanning. And according to the survey, 47% said they do it because essentials are unaffordable, while 46% blame tariffs. Good excuse, good answer. Joining us to break it all down is accountant and attorney Lucy Petry. Glad to have you here in The Factor Uncensored. So I'm pretty shocked by this.
You know, that's 1 in 3, almost 1 in 3 people are stealing.
Really?
At the checkout.
So
yeah.
How are you doing it? Because the thing weighs and it accounts for weight. So how are they doing it?
Now people bring in their own bags, and and I guess if you never put it on the thing and put it straight into your bag, I guess you never know. But I know they have cameras and they have people watching. Do you notice the people watching when I go to the checkout now? There's a person standing there.
The computerized or whatever the camera is on the Kroger self-checkout, it always accuses me of something, you know, and it'll call and they'll look at the video and they're like, oh, go ahead.
I didn't know there was video.
Yeah,
but I know about the
I've
weight
been stopped
thing.
like 3 or 4 times.
Oh my goodness.
It feels like harassment, but I love Kroger, so let them go.
Too.
Also, I saw some numbers that indicated people with 6-figure plus salaries are not opposed to walking out with stuff at these self-checkouts.
Yeah, so it's really impressive how many people actually first admitted to stealing, and a huge number of those who admitted to stealing, I think 70-something% of them said they were going to do it again. That was impressive. But yes, it is across all economic levels. And what is interesting is what they're actually stealing, what they're taking. And they're taking food and personal items. They're not taking luxury items. They're taking basic necessity.
Understandable or not?
I'm not saying it's understandable. I don't think you can justify stealing. But I think that people are feeling the pinch of the economy. And look, if people are stealing bread and baby formula and diapers, there's something wrong. There's something concerning with the economy. And the majority of the people who admitted to stealing, you know, that number is probably a lot higher, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, you know?
Yeah, because there are some who will never admit that they're doing it, Lucy.
So the majority of them are under 40 years old. They're younger, the younger population. They're probably the ones grappling with repayment of student loans and affordable housing, lower income. So that was very interesting.
And when we think about these people who are committing theft or stealing from the stores, there's also, though, a trickle-down effect, right? So that money, that the lost revenue, the lost product, it has to come from somewhere. Right. So will it go back to the consumers? Will prices increase? What's the trickle-down there?
Absolutely. The stores are not going to take the losses, right, because it is a loss for them. And now they have to hire people to watch the people self-checking out. So there's an additional cost that comes with it. We all end up paying at the end.
And now we're seeing more and more products, especially in health and hygiene, in grocery stores and big box stores like Target and Walmart, where they're locked up. And you have to get someone with a key. You know, I initially saw that maybe 5 or 6 years ago in New York City, where everything, even the sodas, were locked up. But I'm starting to see it more and more here in Texas. Loss prevention, I guess. Yeah,
that is very common. And that also comes with a cost, because now you have to put additional staff into the store to stop whatever they're doing and go open the lock and key so people can get their product. But it must be worth it, the amount of theft compared to the additional cost of hiring.
So what will the stores, obviously you talked about more security, higher prices, any other long-term solutions for this, for both those who have found themselves or find themselves stealing from stores to survive and the stores themselves?
I could see the stores becoming more aggressive in stopping people who are stealing. I haven't heard or seen anybody actually prosecuted for stealing, but I could see that coming up in the future if it continues to increase the way it's increasing. Or maybe we just go back to the good old checkout with the person. The attendant.
That would cost even more money to have a person there checking everyone out. Lucy Petry, always good to see you. Thank you for that valuable information and what we're seeing around the country.